think sailing, to me, is one of these timeless things. If you go back in the history of sailing, it's 4,000 years old as an activity. People, of course, have discovered the planet through sailing. The Polynesians settled the South Pacific. The Europeans crossed oceans and traveled all over. And so for me, it sort of connects us with our really ancient heritage, and it also makes you very aware and alert of the environment we live in. I love knowing the stars and the ocean currents and the breeze, and sort of getting to know your own self and your relationship to the earth and planet is a really powerful aspect of sailing to me. And of course, it's a great fun time. I mean, it's just for recreation purposes, being outdoors, like other outdoor activities, camping or skiing, hiking. It gets you out in the environment in a very exhilarating, invigorating way that just, to me, captivates all your senses and makes it really exciting to be part of. And so, you know, whether you're battling a storm or relaxing for an afternoon sail on a lake with friends, to me, it's just a really, really enjoyable way to spend a day.
So I don't really get to see like the ocean and like the water and stuff. It just kind of like relaxes you and like gets you out of like all that city noise and like just like problems like school and stuff. It like calms you down.
I enjoy sailing because you get to travel around the country and around the world, meet a bunch of new people, get to race in different venues, which is also really exciting. I love going fast and learn a lot of life lessons. It teaches you so many things, such like teamwork, communication, that you need to use in the future, whether it's like, you know, in future sailboat racing or in your job.
Civilized people who have forgotten very often how to use instinct. And underneath it all, we're highly instinctive creatures. So sailing tunes us up, teaches us about ourselves, teaches us things that you can't learn in the university, you can't learn anywhere else. You have to learn it directly from your own relationship with the waves and the wind, the tiller, the wheel, and it brings you back at one with where you come from, it's nature.
Sailing is a clean, healthy sport that should be promoted. A lot of young people, a lot of people don't know about it, and they don't realize it till they go out and go sailing, and that changes everything. Definitely sailing requires a lot of things. One it requires is teamwork, and everybody's in the same boat, which is you all got to pull together, work together to make it happen. So that's a powerful thing about sailing. And I know personally, when I go sailing, everything sort of drops away. I don't think about other things. I'm in the moment, and any kind of activity that can bring you in the moment and in nature is something to cherish and promote.
Sailing is incredible. It's one of those things you can do that locks you completely in the moment, because you have to be adapting continuously with your elements. You kind of have to predict what's going to happen almost. Gets you really in touch with nature. You have to kind of understand all the signs around you with the wind patterns and the tidal patterns and the weather.
I always pick tennis, but if you compare it to tennis, a ball and a racket, pretty much anywhere you go, the way you see tennis being played, it's essentially identical. But if you go into sailing, you can go on the tall ships we went to today, or you can go on a carbon foiling moth, you can go crossing an ocean. But it's unique in that it sort of employs all your senses, and in the sense of trying to understand weather patterns. I mean, you watch the stars if you're navigating at night. There's a lot of challenges that you face that are technical, working with the boat itself. And then there's the actual feeling of just trying to adjust your sails and make your boat move. And then there's the teamwork aspects of sailing with your friends or family or whoever, or the rest of your crew. And then the environmental aspects. To me, I love connecting with nature, and I feel like sailors have a great pleasure in being able to sail in the world's ocean, but a great responsibility to help protect them as well.
Sailing is important to me because it represents independence. You can go anywhere in the world just harnessing the power of the wind, which I think is a really awesome thing. I think there are water people and there are land people, and I'm definitely a water person, so I love the way sailing gets you listening to what the water tells you. The biggest reason for me to celebrate sailing is so that people stop trashing our oceans, right? Because when you're out there and you see the sea life that's out there, or you pass all the trash that's out there, you really see that all of our garbage has a huge effect on the ecosystem.
Favorite aspect of sailing for me, I mean, really anytime I'm sailing is a great time to be out. I mean, to me, I love it just when you get away from the dock, disconnect the lines. If you've got an engine, when you shut it off, it gets quiet and the sails fill. Or, you know, cruising. I love the aspect of sailing over the horizon and voyaging, or being off at anchor somewhere. I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite moment, except, of course, that quiet moment when you first stop being on shore, or stop being at the dock, or turn your engine off, and all of a sudden it's that great, we're sailing, and I do love that moment. Okay, hi, I'm John Arndt, and I'm the founder of some. Yeah, do that again. Getting all sailors, all sailing, all together, everywhere. I mean, getting every sailor out there.